but I haven't spoken to you since Friday, the game.
Go on.
What did you make of it? Because we both watched it. We didn't really talk afterwards.
No.
And it was a bit of a shocker, really, wasn't it?
Wasn't great. No, wasn't great. But I have to say...
What are you doing?
I'm just checking up my stats.
What stats are you looking at?
Look, I've got my computer, I've got my phone in front of me. I'm just looking at me.
You're not. You're looking at something else.
Jamie O'Hara's a massive... No, I can't say that. No. I'm just looking back at some of at what I thought the game that I saw, and it's difficult because I actually didn't feel a point was a bad result. It wasn't a brilliant performance by any stretch of the imagination, right? It wasn't. But bearing in mind what happened before when Wales got beat by Iran, it changes things. And this is the problem. I don't think people look at this, right? So do we want to... We always want to see our team go out and perform brilliantly, knock teams off the mark, pass them away, create loads of chances, be the best side out there. There's only 2 teams, as far as I'm aware right now, that have won both games in the World Cup. That's France and Brazil. Am I right? I'm looking at my producer.
You're wrong.
Who's that? Who's the other one?
Portugal.
Okay, Portugal, right? So the other 2 teams that I spoke about, I think they're going to get the final. For me, it's France and Brazil in the final.
Yeah.
Right? So
that means we're getting knocked out in the quarterfinal.
It does. But what I'm saying is, no 2 teams win the first 2 games. Very, very rare do you get teams blowing teams out the water.
It's the manner of the performance, though, Jace. You know, you have that great performance against Iran. You get everyone back on side. Everyone's loving England again.
Yep.
And then you go into that USA game. Everyone's got World Cup fever.
Yep.
And look, you're right. It's a point. You move on. You've seen a couple of tricky second games where teams have, where they've give up the good work that they've done. But in that game, we didn't even look like winning. We didn't even look like scoring. No. It was flat. Players looked tired. Mason Mount playing, Foden not being used. There was just so many things where you look at it and go, oh, come on, is it same old England again? Same old Gareth Southgate? Same old rubbish that we've got to watch? I wanted to get excited for England. I was excited. After the Iran game, I was excited.
When you say same old, are you talking about getting to a semi-final and a final?
No,
when you say same old, explain that, because
same old England, boring game management.
No, but here's the
not going at teams like France, like Portugal, like Brazil.
By the way, France weren't great. France weren't great. France were not great. Brazil today weren't great.
You played like Qatar against USA.
No. But what I'm saying, I've not said there's not one team I've looked at and gone, oh wow, they are absolutely nailed on. There's not. Second, look, let's have it right. And I totally agree with you. We weren't great, and we deserved to have a collar felt. And USA had chances. I mean, we saw Pulisic at the crossbar. On another day, it could have been different. And I think Southgate reflect on that. But I just think when was the last time we've done anything in a major tournament other than get to the semi-final and a final under Gareth Southgate? The best manager we've had since Sir Alf Ramsey is now. Let's look back and say, do you know what? We weren't brilliant against USA, but we weren't brilliant against Scotland. Look what happened there. We're a penalty kick away from winning the Euros, right?
Euros are different. It's different.
Is it? Is it?
Well, of course it is, because you've got the South American teams, you've got the better sides coming into the tournament.
What, Costa Rica? Are Costa Rica better than Scotland? Are they? I don't think.
Well, yeah, they are, because they're in the World Cup.
Colombia?
Yeah. Because they're in...
They're over there.
Well, yeah, but they probably are.
But the point I'm making is...
But the point I'm making, Jace, is the fact... I understand, good point. It's a good point. You move on 4 points, you're in control of the group, fine. But you could have set a benchmark to the other nations in the tournament who are all watching England.
Germany.
We're watching...
Germany. Many people's favourites, Argentina. Let's just take a step back. We're only England, by the way. We're not the greatest nation.
One of the favourites to win the competition.
Yeah, but
so go after teams.
So are Germany. So are Argentina. I just think we have this right to think that we are the team that has to go and blow teams out the water. Here we are. We're playing USA. I was with my mates. They're saying they're not even a football nation. I'm like, but have some respect for these countries. Have some respect. These aren't mugs. I just mentioned about the African sides now. They're not mugs. The North American sides, they're not mugs. Let's have some respect. Let's move away from that and say, do you know what? Was it good? No. Can we do better? Yes. Right? So let's move away from that. Because what that now does, yes, of course I want to see a better performance. And do I think we can do better? And should we have done better? Yes, we absolutely should have. But let's give Gareth Southgate some credit. Because actually, the result that we got almost guarantees us, unless there's a huge swing, we're in the knockout stages. Right? So let's have some respect and say, do you know what? Maybe he does know what he's doing, and maybe we don't know what we're talking about.
Well, what about Foden? I mean, your mate, Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Still better than Neymar?
Oh, no, I never said that. So here's the big misquote. I would rather have Mason Mount in the team than Neymar. I never said he was better.
You still stand by that?
Yes, and the reason being, see, there's the thing. I said I'd rather have him in the team because of who Neymar is. Mason does a different job for the team.
Does nothing.
No, I mean, back it up, qualify it.
What do you mean?
Won the Champions League.
Oh yeah, with a great side.
I mean, qualify that. You can't just say that. Does not. Come on.
He done nothing on Friday. Does he warrant starting in this side over Foden? Does he warrant starting in this team over Phil Foden?
Okay. So what shape are you playing? How does Foden fit that for?
It doesn't matter what shape you're playing. Phil Foden's got to play.
Okay, where'd you play Foden?
Play him in a 10. You got to play.
We played 4-3-3.
Well, 4-3-3, 4-2. It's not 4-3-3. Is it 4-2-3-1?
It was a 4-2-3-1, but Mace played wider of the left of the three as he started and moved from. No, but come on, let's give.
What is your defence with this all the time?
But because he gets results. He gets us to a semi-final of a World Cup, gets us to a final of a champ. If we get to the semi-final of the World Cup this year,
I just think we're better than what we've shown. That game against the USA, we're so much better than what we've shown.
Most teams, name me a team that's going to go away saying, do you know what? I've seen absolutely the best I can of my nation. Brazil against Switzerland today, bang average for an hour, bang average. Yeah,
we're playing against Switzerland.
But what I'm saying is, there's no team right now. France against Australia.
USA outplayed us, Jace. They outplayed us.
Yeah, and that was disappointing. What was the score? We got a draw. Let's have some respect for that result.
All right.
Well, I mean, Wales. Wales played what? Wales have done what? I mean, let's talk about Wales, right?
Why do you want to talk about Wales? Why do you want to stick the boot into Wales? We've got to play them tomorrow. We want to stick the boot in.
Just saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's going to be fun to knock them out.
I can't wait.
This scenario
I cannot wait.
Cannot get any better because you went on about this, about knocking Wales out of the
Before
World
the
Cup.
tournament started.
Before the tournament started. And actually now you're going to have the opportunity to do that.
I can't wait. We'll knock them out. This time tomorrow night, you and I will be taking calls when Wales are packing their bags and going home, and that's a good thing.
All right, let's go to Ollie quickly, who's a Liverpool fan. All right, Ollie?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Go on, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I was following on from Crookie on the last show as well, saying this. I'm just getting fed up with everybody digging into Southgate. He is boring. I can't defend that, but he has done more with a lesser team than Capello did, Hoddle did, Ericsson did. We've got a semi-final. I'm 41. My first World Cup was Italia 90, and I thought, this will be the same every tournament going forward. And it hasn't. It's been awful. We've got nothing better than a quarterfinals with Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, Rooney, Owen, Campbell, Ferdinand, Terry, 3 different Coles, Hargreaves.
But look at the players. But Ollie, look at the players that we've got now. I mean, you're talking about players who are playing in the Champions League week in, week out, winning Premier Leagues, one of the best strikers in the world.
Ashley Cole, best left back in the world at his time. At that same point, Rooney, best striker in the world at this point. Owen, one of the top 10 strikers at that point. Lampard, Gerrard, Ferdinand, Terry. They were all in the top 5 in their position.
Playing 4-4-2.
We don't have that now. We haven't got that now. Would you put Harry Maguire in the top 10 centre-backs in the world right now?
Well, he's playing well in this tournament. I know that.
But would you put him in the top 10 centre-backs in the world right now?
No.
No. Would you put John Stones in the top 10 centre-backs in the world right now?
You're asking 2 centre-halves, the worst two
Okay,
positions.
all right. Would you put, let's take Harry Kane out of it. Jude Bellingham's too young to be in the top 10 at the moment. Grealish is definitely not in the top 10 in his position.
Grealish don't play.
Exactly. So,
but look at the player he is. He just won the Premier League. So you can have an argument for putting players in their positions.
Scholes won back-to-back Premier Leagues. And they got no further than the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but why are you comparing this team to an old England side who didn't do anything?
No, I'm not comparing
the players that we've got now, Ollie. The players that we've got now based on that performance against the USA, wasn't good enough. I'm not saying Southgate's not done a fantastic job, but surely with the players that we've got at our disposal, we should be dominating games.